All right, everybody. Good afternoon and welcome on back here this Wednesday, Wednesday, December 30th. I'm losing track of my days here. I've been following Bitcoin all throughout the day here. I'm lost in the Bitcoin. Great to see everybody though here this Wednesday afternoon. Let's get a quick sound check just to begin. Make sure everyone can hear me loud and clear. Go Norman, Greg, Bill, great to see you all. Andrea as well. Want to give Bonnie a quick shout out inside our trading room just before she got in and out of this BT here up in the trading room, up on the screen right now, rather. She was in from 1601 out of 1618, took the money and ran pretty much right off that high. I mean, really good exit, Bonnie. So nice job, and great to see everybody else. Kathleen, Leda, the ladies of the room as well. Perfect. All right, so let's hop into it, folks. And for all of us in social media, welcome on back. We have class finishing up today, Fausto's Phase 3 stock course. So I want to kind of go quick, but long story short, like I'd said, we've been all kind of lost in Bitcoin today. If I have the chance, actually, we're going to do this fast, but I could pull this up today. I kind of maneuvered my system to allow me to do this right now. So here we go. We got Bitcoin chart, broke new all-time high today. Squeezed up pretty nicely heading into the afternoon, no? Ended up making this big dump off around 3 o'clock in the morning overnight. Ended up kind of squeezing back up, leading into the open, and then just heading into the afternoon, exploded. So our new Bitcoin stock, our new blockchain Bitcoin related stock, BT, ended up making a practically similar move, right? I mean, very similar run up. Of course, our Riot, RIOT, ended up making a nice run heading into the afternoon, even with the markets dropping off. There's no direct correlation, but with the SPY dropping off, especially a little bit sharper into this afternoon, you would think that you'd see a bit of a drop off in Bitcoin, but breaking higher, right? So, hey, we'll take it. I mean, these stocks tend to move with Bitcoin pretty closely. Riot, BT, and then Mara. So, really quickly, we were playing with Riot earlier, did pretty well on the trade myself, Troy, a couple of others inside the trading room. I took a couple of losses on Riot earlier when it was dancing around 18, so I just said, you know what, I'm just going to move on from it for right now. And I did the same with Mara for a bit, but I am still in this Mara trade as we speak. It's not all about the winners, folks. So, we did well on Mara earlier today heading into the afternoon. We did well on Riot. I am still in this trade. I'm down. So I still have a stop set. If this breaks below 1240, it would suck, but I'm going to get stopped out. Thankfully, I'm in one other trade right now. Just want to show it for the meantime here. It's not up a whole lot percentage-wise, and this is the one that's kind of helping me out with my Mara loss for the meantime. But Nikola called this one out heading into the afternoon. This one had a lot of buying coming in off 16 back a couple days ago and kind of broke below 16 yesterday. Not really much selling at the time. So I ended up calling this out kind of around the same time. Like, they're not related, but, at the same time we were following Mara Riot into the afternoon, this was squeezing up. And I mean, hey, for right now, this one's doing pretty good. I'm up 17 or 16 cents on this trade in from 1601 on a half-size position. So for the meantime, I guess we'll kind of keep this on our side list. Looks good. Hopefully it keeps going. I'm not just going to put a stock on our list because I'm in it. Just want to tell you folks what I'm in, though, at the time. All right, so for the meantime, though, we will go from top to bottom, just kind of scan through quickly here. Like we had said, we had the Phase 3 stock course finishing up today. IPDN, a pump and dump from earlier. Bingo warrants. I didn't see this until now. I mean, we traded just good old-fashioned bingo here. So, we'll talk about this for a moment. Ended up continuing to run up as soon as the market opened up here today. It popped, pulled back, and then shot up higher. So, from there, great run off of 2. Ended up breaking out pretty nicely off of 230-ish. Squeezed up to make a higher high. My Mara's pulling back. I might just get crushed on this trade. All right, well, we're going to try and remake that money back if I do get stopped out. Nonetheless, though, bingo for the meantime here. We're not going to put this on our list. Pretty much washed up for the afternoon. All right, where were we here? NETE. This one was pretty good earlier, and looking at it right now, heading into the afternoon, right off the high. So NETE, definitely going to put this on our main list. Kind of similar, in line with like BT, Mara, Riot, although I'm down on Mara. But yeah, NETE, I think this is cloud computing, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that. Ended up making a big push up, though. Early on in pre-market, ended up dying off after the open, and then from there broke higher. It took a little while to get the gears going, but ended up making its big break over 15. From there, 16. From there, 17. It's been playing the whole numbers pretty well today. Now, at this point, it's been pretty choppy around 18, so we'll see how long that lasts as it moves up to the next whole number at 19. So, yeah, definitely more of a level 4 to 5 stock, I'd say personally. This NETE trade, big spread, Moves a lot per minute, so got to be careful on this. Got to try and beat the spread. NXTD pushed up heading into the afternoon, dived off though, and has since recovered pretty nicely. You know, it's traded so much volume today already. I guess it ended up making a huge push going back into middle of December this month. You know what? For right now, I'll slip this on for the meantime here. NXTD. That stopped out on narrow there. That sucks. All right, I'm gonna make it back though. In the meantime, my Nikola trade is moving up higher. So if that one keeps going, then I don't mind adding that to our main list. I just don't want to put something that looks slow, stagnant, even if I'm up on it. This doesn't mean that it's going to be as worth watching heading into the final hour of the day. Hope for it to be. Not always the case. All right, MTMB. I want to talk about this quick, actually. Ended up making a nice little push after the market opened up. Did pretty good. Nice level 1 trade. Ended up dying off around like 140, 142. AMRS moved up earlier today. QD. That looks just too flat. All right. Wow. I mean, took the loss on Mara, but I'm pretty happy I got out because it's dropped another 20 cents after I got out there. We'll jump back to it. I'll show you what happened there in just a moment. All right, let's hop over to the losers list here, folks. Like I had said, kind of an abridged version of this afternoon meeting, just class ahead. So really this whole week has been kind of quick, right? Just, you know, holiday week still, not a whole lot typically happening outside of Bitcoin. Our EQ run from yesterday dumped off after the open. You know, it was shortable. All right, let's see what else we have here. I mean, not a whole lot down percentage-wise. You know, markets down doesn't always mean there's a whole lot down percentage-wise. You know, we kind of slipped AAL, CCL on our list just at the end of yesterday. So, you know, I'll look at the side list pretty quick here. Man, just super flat. Not much going on there. American Airlines did break down heading into the afternoon. That was a good short. Yesterday, that was. CCL, not much there. All right, folks, how about this? Just really quickly across the board for all of us on Facebook Live, YouTube, and for all of us inside the live trading room. Let me know if there's any stocks you would want me to look at. I'm going to jump to Benzinga Pro actually first. I see one that's a familiar name. I don't know what it looks like, but yeah, it's the Mara trade. This thing is a dumpster right now, dumpster fire. Just tanking right now. CLVS, this is the one that I saw right away. It stood out, familiar name. This one fooled me a couple weeks ago, and they reported good earnings. I believe that. No, I apologize. Not earnings. It was based on FDA approval, phase 3 primary endpoint. Pretty interesting that they dumped off after. So, you know, I guess right now they're at the highs, you know, the day today. You know, for right now, it seems like a level 1 to 2 stock. Don't get me wrong. Maybe I'll kind of just put this at the bottom. Just not a whole big list here so far, which is fine. Leda says good old-fashioned Neo is chugging along. Yeah, it is. 4+%. You know, for how pricey it is, Neo, Leda, and it's not even to say it's like too pricey. You know, we definitely watch Neo oftentimes here in the room. It's just moving a little slow for its price. That's what I'm thinking. Just moving a little slow for its price for a $48 stock. Like you'd see a $15, $20 stock like AAL, CCL or so. CCL's in the 20s, but you know what I mean. GHSI, nice call from Steve in terms of it being up a lot near the high still. You know, I'm not as keen to put, and this is not like a real penny stock. You know, it's listed right through the NASDAQ, so it's not like an OTC stock, a bulletin board stock. It is a real NASDAQ listed stock. Typically, though, a lot of times after seeing it make such a big run up already, Steven, it doesn't make as clean of a run up heading into the afternoon. Right? So if you're in already, congrats. You're doing pretty good, I would imagine. And, you know, it's pretty cheap, so you can load up on a 5,000, 10,000 shares and just, you know, as long as you manage it well, you could do pretty well on this trade. All right, so really quick, I will say we're going to keep Riot and Mara on our main watch list. Something really quick I will say. How about this? As I was going through the losers list, you know, through my headset, I heard myself get stopped out on Mara, from TradeStation. It will have like the robotic voice. It'll say order filled. So I got stopped out on Mara. I forgot that I had a position to buy Riot here. So I'm actually in currently on Riot on a half-size position from 1757. And I set my stop right away here. In case if it drops lower, I'll take the loss, so be it. But I forgot that I had that. So hopefully now at this point, it will be the beginning of a run up on both of these. I'm going to show the Bitcoin chart one more time here, folks. We're making pretty good use of time here so far. If I can load it up, give me a quick sec. There we go. Perfect. So it just had a big spike down over the last like 5 or so minutes here. 10 or 15 minutes, perhaps you could say. Spiked down, ended up just moving back up pretty quickly. So hopefully it holds, moves right back up higher. That would help out Riot and Mara pretty nicely. So yeah, for the meantime, I'm out on Mara for right now. I am in on Riot on a half-size position. So see where that takes me. For right now, folks, I don't think there's much else that I see. If there's anything else that you see, let me know. Bonnie asking for the NETE trade. Yeah, so that one's definitely on the top of our list. Just the fact that it's at the highs heading into the afternoon. It did just, shake down a bit there, but, definitely worth watching. All right, folks, I think that just about does it. So if there's any other questions, just type it in the chat board. Let me know. For all of us on social media, as always, make sure that you folks like, subscribe, notify right on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/cybertradingu. Otherwise, feel more than free to join us right here in the Cyber Group Trading Room Monday to Friday from market open to market close. From John here at the end, he's just asking, does anyone know the reason Bingo went from a penny stock, like 4 decimals, like on the matrix, to a normal stock mid-session today? So really quick, like what John's pointing out, not going to teach this as much, but it's just the fact that sometimes you'll see a stock have, and it's not going to be Mankind now at this point. Let's see if I can get a penny stock here, like quote unquote penny stock. It's not the GHSI. You could see this is separated by every penny. But sometimes on the matrix, what John's asking is you'll have a stock that's separated in the thousandth of a penny here. I'll be honest, I don't know the reasoning, John, as to why like stocks go from one to another or vice versa. But really quick for anybody here that would want to just better know like how to format the matrix, if you ever get caught in the thousandths of a penny, just go to format window. Just make sure the axis increment is set to a penny here. All right, folks. All right, so in the meantime, we have 3, we have 6, and that's really it. So actually a pretty decent list. A bunch of active stocks. We don't need to have a big list heading into the afternoon. And please, for all of us inside the trading room, I'm going to say this too right away. Don't try and force any stocks out there right away. The second I'm going to put up the list, probably have someone like post a stock out there. Unless if it's popping or dropping a great amount, breaking high of the day, off of new, like unless if it's that, let's just stick with this list here in the meantime. And then perhaps in the next 20 or so minutes around 3 o'clock, we'll look to rescan the market a lot more seriously and see what else is out there. All right, folks, I'll talk to you soon. Take care.